Coco Gauff wins prestigious WTA award previously won by Aryna Sabalenka. More year-end WTA awards were announced on Friday, 4 days after the first set of winners had been revealed. World number 1 Aryna Sabalenka was awarded the Player of the Year earlier in the week, while Katerina Siniakova and Taylor Townsend were crowned the best doubles team. Who made 2 Grand Slam finals in 2025, was voted the most improved, and 19-year-old Victoria Mboko clinched Newcomer of the Year after her breakthrough campaign. A few big names missed out in the first batch of prizes, including Wimbledon champion Iga Swiatek and world number 3 Coco Gauff. Gauff has now received an honor, however, which Sabalenka was awarded with at the end of the 2024 season. Coco Gauff awarded the Jerry Diamond Aces Award. The American star won the Jerry Diamond Aces Award, which was introduced during the 1995 season in memory of the former WTA CEO. As per the WTA website, Gauff won the award for her work and dedication to promote women's tennis to fans, media and local communities. Gauff joins an impressive list of previous winners, which includes Angelique Kerber, Alina Svitolina and Sabalenka. Meanwhile, Jessica Pegula won the Karen Kransk Sportsmanship Award and Anisimovan's mentor, Hendrik Vliechauers, claimed the Coach of the Year. Coco Gauff's 2025 season on the WTA Tour. Gauff enjoyed another fantastic season on the WTA Tour in 2025, which, admittedly, kicked off with an indifferent string of results. The 21-year-old bowed out of the Australian Open in the quarterfinals and recorded 4 early exits at WTA 1000 events. Her campaign picked up during the clay swing, though, during which Gauff made back-to-back finals at the Madrid Open and the Italian Open. She suffered a near miss against Sabalenka in the Spanish capital and lost to home hope Jasmine Paolini in Rome. Gauff's hot clay court form continued on into Roland Garros, where she managed to go all the way to claim her second Grand Slam trophy. Following a disappointing grass court season and a subpar North American hardcourt swing, Gauff came into form again in Asia. She made the semifinals at the China Open before securing her 3rd WTA 1000 title at the Wuhan Open. Gauff ended the season with a record of 48 wins to 16 losses and a prize money total of $7,969,845. In tennis, time does not wait politely. It rallies, quick, sharp, unforgiving, testing whether the next generation can return the ball with belief instead of fear. When Coco Gauff stood beneath the lights to accept a prestigious WTA award once held by Aryna Sabalenka, it was not merely a moment of celebration. It was a moment of continuity. A crown passed, not taken. Awards in tennis are strange things. They are made of metal and glass, engraved with dates and names, yet they carry weight far beyond their physical form. They tell stories of seasons lived at full speed, of early mornings, sore muscles, long flights, and the quiet battles fought inside a player's mind. This particular WTA honor, once claimed by Sabalenka, a symbol of raw power and relentless dominance, now bore the name of Coco Gauff, a player whose journey has been defined by growth, resilience, and a fearless belief in possibility. Coco Gauff's rise has always felt like a conversation between promise and patience. The world first met her as a teenager with bright eyes and brave swings, someone who spoke about dreams with the ease of someone who had not yet been told they were impossible. But professional tennis is a demanding teacher. To test talent, yes, but it tests character even more. Every loss asks a question: will you adjust? Will you learn? Will you return stronger? By the time Gauff earned the WTA award that had previously belonged to Aryna Sabalenka, she had answered those questions again and again. Sabalenka's reign, when she held the same honor, was defined by force. Her tennis thundered. Serves cracked like whips. Ground strokes landed with authority, announcing her presence before the scoreboard could. She represented a phase of the sport where power was not just an advantage, it was an identity. To win the award during Sabalenka's era was to stand atop a mountain built from intensity and fearless aggression. Gauff's version of greatness, however, sings a different note. Where Sabalenka roared, Gauff composes. Her game blends speed, defense, and intelligence, stitched together with an emotional maturity that belies her age. She wins not by overpowering the moment, but by understanding it, by knowing when to attack, when to absorb, and when to wait for the opening that others rush past. That is what made this award so meaningful. It was not a declaration that one champion had replaced another. It was proof that excellence in tennis wears many faces. The season that led to Gauff's recognition was one of evolution. Her footwork sharpened. Her serve gained confidence. Her forehand, once questioned, became a weapon wielded with intent rather than hesitation. But beyond technique, it was her composure that truly set her apart. In tight matches, when momentum wavered and pressure pressed in, Gauff did not flinch. She breathed. She reset. She believed. Belief is a quiet superpower. At press conferences, she spoke with humility, often crediting her team, her family, and the players who inspired her. Aryna Sabalenka was among them. In the tennis world, respect runs deeper than rivalry. Players study each other, learn from defeats, borrow courage from shared struggles. Gauff's acceptance of an award once won by Sabalenka felt like a nod across time, a recognition that greatness leaves traces for others to follow. For young fans watching from the stands or screens, the moment carried its own magic. Coco Gauff did not arrive fully formed as a champion. She grew in public, under scrutiny, under expectation. She showed that progress is not always a straight line and that setbacks are not signs of failure, but steps toward clarity. In winning the award, she validated every long practice session, every hard loss, every moment of doubt answered with effort. The WTA itself thrives on these transitions. One year, a player like Sabalenka defines the standard. The next, someone like Gauff reinterprets it. This rhythm, this passing of momentum, is what keeps the sport alive. It ensures that tennis is not frozen in memory, but alive in motion. As Gauff held the trophy, there was no sense of finality. Instead, there was anticipation. Because awards do not end stories, they mark chapters. Sabalenka's chapter had been bold and blazing. Gauff's was still unfolding, full of speed, purpose, and an unmistakable sense that her best tennis might still be ahead of her. In the end, the true beauty of the moment was not in comparison, but in connection. Aryna Sabalenka and Coco Gauff represent different answers to the same question. How do you chase greatness? One answers with fire, the other with flow. Both answers are correct. And as the lights dimmed and applause faded, the trophy remained, a quiet witness to the truth that tennis, like life, moves forward not by erasing the past, but by building upon it. Coco Gauff did not step into Sabalenka's shadow. She stepped into her own light.